Today at Gadget Class, I'm excited to be reviewing this pH meter. This is sold by Xpert Omatic on Amazon, and as always, if you're watching on YouTube, I'll put a link down in the video description below, and if you click on the screen right up here, there's a little eye that pops up. That'll take you straight to Amazon as well. I love science and I love chemistry, so testing a pH meter is right up my alley. I love gadgets like this. So let's take it out of the box and show you what you get here. Get all kinds of goodies. First and foremost, you get your pH meter. It comes in a nice attractive leatherette case there. Very simple, very easy to use. You just turn it on, stick it in the liquid. If you want to calibrate, you just hold down the calibration button in whatever buffer solution you're using. They do send you 2 packets of each buffer solution. You got 6.86, you got 4 and 9.18. Basically what you do is you dissolve a whole packet into exactly 250 milliliters of water, and then you hold down the calibration button for 3 seconds. In that solution, it'll flash to show you which solution it's trying to calibrate at that moment. Very easy to calibrate, and because it is calibratable, it means it's going to be infinitely accurate. It is accurate down to 0.05 pH, which is pretty good. The resolution is 0.01, accuracy is 0.05 pH. So as long as you keep it calibrated, it's going to be a very accurate instrument for you. They also give you a set of blue and red litmus paper tests. Basically you stick this in the liquid and it tells you whether the solution is acidic or basic. Most of the time you already know whether it's acidic or basic or not, so I'm not going to get into litmus paper testing at this point. I might do a quick test at the end of the video. Now what I have before you are quite a variety of test liquids here. I've got plain old distilled water. That's going to be like our control and our cleaning solution. You always want to rinse the probe off with distilled water or the purest water you can find after every use. I've got tap water. Our tap water comes from a reservoir or a lake, and I'm pretty sure they set the pH to 7 coming out of the tap. I've got reverse osmosis filtered water that was made from that tap water, and because some of the total dissolved solids are removed, it does affect the pH. I've got raspberry lemonade from concentrate, the little frozen juice containers you get in the frozen food aisle. That's what that's from. I've got standard Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is very high in sulfuric acid. It's going to be a good test for all of you daily soda drinkers. Then on the complete other end of the spectrum, I've got half a teaspoon of pure lye alkaline solution. I was getting plus or minus 12 on the scale. So we've got the acidic scale and the alkaline scale. Got the full gamut here to test from. So it's very easy to use. You're just going to turn it on, and then you submerge it in liquid past this little notch here. And our distilled water. You have to wait till it stabilizes, and depending on the last thing that you measured, it might take it a minute to stabilize. Basically all it's doing is measuring the voltage capability between 2 electrodes. So we're 5.6, 5.5, it's about 5.5, 5.6. So that's going to be our control. We know that this distilled water, it's from Walmart, measures 5.6. Now let's measure the, I'm going to go from purest to least purest. I'm going to measure the reverse osmosis water. And we're at 5.93, 5.92. So it's a little bit more acidic than the distilled water. Or a little bit less acidic, rather. Now we're going to rinse it off in the distilled water. You always want to rinse it off in between test liquids. Now the tap water. I'm going to turn this off and on so you can see the backlit display there. And I've been getting right at 7 pretty much every time I've tested this tap water. Now we're at 6.94, 6.95. So I'm pretty sure they set the tap water to a neutral 7 from the city water supply. We're going to rinse it off here in the distilled water. And then we'll come over here to the raspberry lemonade. And this is very acidic. Most liquids you get for consumption in the store are highly acidic. All your soft drinks, all your juices, they are very acidic. And I've seen studies both ways. Some people swear by adding a little bit of lemon to pretty much every ounce of water they consume. Some people swear by drinking alkaline water. I'm going to leave that up to you and your own research. We're getting a 2.5 on the pH scale. That's pretty damn acidic. Yeah, on a scale that only goes from 0 to 14, 2.4 is actually pretty acidic. Now let's rinse this off here in the distilled water again. Turn it back on, and we'll test the Coca-Cola. And it's actually pretty similar to my mixture of the raspberry lemonade concentrate. 2.5, 2.47. That's pretty acidic. If you drink a lot of soda every day, you got to think about what it's doing to your body and your teeth with just the pH alone. 2.35, 2.34, that's highly acidic. Alright, now let's take a look at the other end of the spectrum, the opposite end of the spectrum with pure lye. And it's going to take it a minute to stabilize. Let's turn it off and on so you can see the backlit. So we went clear from 2.35 all the way over to the opposite end of the spectrum at about the same place on the spectrum. We're at 11.72. That's highly basic or highly alkaline. So it's almost 12 on the pH scale. And this is about the 4th take I've done on this video, and I have gotten similar results on every single take. So I'm pretty happy with the consistency, the accuracy, and the resolution of this meter. I'll try to do another video and post it on YouTube of actually calibrating it using the buffer solutions, but I'm not going to get into that today. So that's the basic use. Very simple, very easy to use. We've got a few minutes. Let's show you how the litmus paper works here. Red litmus paper will tell you if a solution is acidic. So all you're going to do is take a piece of litmus paper, and if you stick it in an acidic solution, it's not going to change color. But you take that same strip over to a basic solution, and it's going to turn it blue. Just like that. So the other way around for the blue litmus paper, you stick a blue litmus paper in a acidic solution, and it's going to turn it red. And not just because that's raspberry lemonade, it would do the same thing in the Coca-Cola there. The Coke just kind of stained it a little bit more brown and muddy. But acidic solutions turn blue litmus paper red, and basic solutions turn red litmus paper blue. And that's how litmus paper works. These pool or other pH test strips are a little bit more accurate. They give you a much wider testing range and actually give you a number, but the quality of your test strip is going to dictate how quality of a resolution you get. So I would highly recommend this product. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5, and I recommend it without any question at all. So make sure you use my link to buy it down in the video description below, and hit the thumbs up button on the video and the yes for found this review helpful.